Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your GIS News for Tuesday, September 4. Government has set up two funds to incentivize information sharing by the public. The first is a $100 million fund for information leading to the recovery of firearms, ammunition, and explosives. The reward program will be administered by Crime Stop and is an island-wide initiative by the Ministry of National Security.
The reward depends obviously on the type of weapon that is recovered. So, for rifles and submachine guns, the reward is $150,000. For semi-automatic pistols and shotguns, the reward is $100,000. For revolvers, $75,000. And for explosives and ammunition, the person giving the information, depending on the quantity of what is recovered, the reward is negotiated.
The second fund, valued at $20 million, is a fugitive apprehension reward scheme. $1 million each will be given for information leading to the arrest of the island's top 20 most wanted violence producers.
We are encouraging the people of Jamaica to participate in the fight against crime by giving information.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness was speaking after Sunday's tour of Mount Salem St. James. Mount Salem was on September 1 declared a zone of special operations. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has declared a 5-day moratorium on illegal weapons found on premises within Mount Salem. Mr. Holness explained that the objective of the Joint Command's search operations over the next 5 days was to retrieve firearms, not prosecute.
This is being done to encourage citizens to work with the police, to cooperate with the joint force, to give information where the guns are, so that they who share information would not face the jeopardy of possibly being wrongfully arrested when they were merely trying to help by giving information for the discovery of a firearm. But this will only last for 5 days. After that, the police will return to the strict application of the law.
And Prime Minister Andrew Holness says a special fund will be established to secure ID cards for high school students in the Mount Salem zone of special operation. Responding to concern that some students do not have identification cards, Mr. Holness assured that the ground commanders would exercise discretion in dealing with students heading back to school. He said students will have free movement in and out of the community as they go back to school.
All high school students, once in uniform, will have a great degree of freedom to enter and exit. Students should also have IDs, but once they are in uniform, they would not be pressed for IDs if they don't have IDs. This will last for the duration of the back-to-school period, which for our purposes would end next week, Sunday.
And finally, Monday's start of the new academic year was incident-free for administrators, and students are now benefiting from improved school environments.
I'm very, very satisfied that we have another very smooth start to another school year, and there's a lot of excitement that we expect for this year.
Education Minister Ruel Reid spoke with GIS News at Half-a-Tree Primary School as part of his tour of 4 schools this morning. Meanwhile, in his back-to-school message, Minister Reid said much work has been done to lay the foundation for improved student performance.
Therefore, under the National Textbook Loan Scheme and the Primary Textbook Program, the Ministry of Education is spending approximately $800 million on books for the new school year. The delivery of books to schools has started and will be completed by October 6, 2017.
According to the Education Minister, 175 schools were identified for repairs at a cost of $554.3 million under the school's maintenance project. Delivery of furniture to schools started in July and is to be completed during the last week in September. Minister Reid added that 117 basic schools will be converted into 56 infant departments. The ministry's special education unit will also place 1,474 students in special education facilities at a cost of $57 million.
Together, we must build on that partnership and stakeholder engagement this year as we continue to work for the educational development of our children and overall economic growth in our country. So we start this new school year with a great sense of hope that our united efforts will lead to better education outcomes.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.